Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Dallas Stars franchise mode. So in last episode, we had round one against the 108-point Detroit Red Wings team, and we managed to beat them in 6 games, playing pretty good defensively, and then also our offense was pretty good as well. Wong leading the way with 7 points in 6 games. But now we're up against the best team in the league, and that being the Winnipeg Jets, who finished 52-22, 5-3 during the regular season. They also won round one in 5 games. And it's mostly due to their top line, which has been absolutely filthy the past couple seasons, which is comprised of Victor Kozlov, Keith Tkachuk, and Dylan Guenther. So yeah, I'm kind of nervous about this because the fact that they're a really good offensive team, a really good power play team. The defense was also pretty solid, and then also their penalty kill was not the greatest, so we could take advantage of that and maybe do good on the power play, and then hopefully that gets us to the conference finals. But anyways, let's get into round two, see if we could upset another really good team, or are we going to be packing our bags earlier? Game 1 in Winnipeg at the Winnipeg Arena. Let's see if we could take a 1-0 series lead like what we did against Detroit in Game 1. First period, and 1-0 for the Jets. So Bochenski scores, so I think that's a defenseman, if I'm not mistaken. They have a lot of young guys as well that I've never even heard of, because they're EA generated. So shots are 10-9 in favor of the Jets. At least we didn't allow that top line to get any goals there. But we need to play some better offensive hockey here. Second period, and it is 3-1 Jets. God damn it, there they are. Or there's one at least. Drake is going to tie the game up on the power play, so we took advantage of that power play. But Bjorkstrand is going to score, so that's their second line center, I think. And then Keith Tkachuk scores. Not really a surprise that that top line is going to come through. Shots are 20-17 in favor of Winnipeg, but we are down 3-1 headed into the third. Let's see if we could somehow come back from this as Patrick gets an early goal in the third. Hopefully that sets the tone for this period. And then Clancy's going to tie it up. Okay. Our young guys have been coming through in these playoffs as well. Koskinen's going to regain the lead for the Jets. Jeez, I can't talk. And Bjorkstrand makes it 5-3. Goddamn. Jaguar has a bad game so far. DeSantis still pulls us within one again. And, oh my god, Antillo ties it up. Is this a 7-5 game? Yeah, it's going to be a 7-5 one. I've seen this simulation happen so many times. Oh, it's a 6-5 one. Okay. But we managed to win. That was absolutely insane, to watch. What the hell happened? Okay, so let's just rewind a bit. So 1-0 lead for them, 3-1 lead for them going into the third. It's like, this is gonna be tough. Patrick and Clancy scored to make it a 3-3 game. Koskinen and Bjorkstrand scored 2 kind of late goals, and we're down 5-3. And it's like, this game's over. But then with 3 minutes left, DeSantis makes it 5-4. Until again, he was absolutely insane in the first round. Makes it a 5-5 game, and then with 1:11 left, who other than Mike Medano is going to give us a 6-5 victory against a very tough team. So we managed to come through with a victory despite being down 3-1 and 5-3 at 2 points during the game. What a game for the Dallas Stars, my god. I've seen that simulation happen multiple times before, though, with other teams I've done franchise modes for, where you're down 3-1 and all of a sudden your team just has an insane third period. We had 5 goals in that third period alone. But at least we get the victory. 3 stars, Bjorkstrand, DeSantis, and Patrick. Okay, so good offensive game there. We had a good offensive game in Game 1 against Detroit, so maybe we're just really good in Game 1s. Okay, so game number 2 still in Winnipeg. Can we take 2 games on the road? That would be nice, actually, to do against a team like the Jets, because you can never count them out, really. First period, 1-0 for the Jets again, and it's Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand's been good, actually, so far. It's been their second line right now. That's been producing mostly. Shots are 16-9 in favor of the Jets. Come on, boys. Second period, 2-2 game. That's a good second period. Holwig and Helmer scored to make it 8-2 game for us, but Bjorkstrand's going to score again. So their top line hasn't been contributing right now that much, but their second line has been really good, so we need to shut it down if possible. And what the heck? Helmer scored from center ice. Yeah, Helmer scored from behind the red line. Jeez. Talk about a shot, man. He probably just like wired a slapper, kind of pulled off what happened with Lidstrom on Dan Kluche. But damn, okay. So 2-2 game going into the third anyways. Let's see what happens. See if we could take a 3-2 lead, and Clancy does give us that 3-2 lead. Okay. I'm liking the way we're playing, especially against these tough teams. Penalty kill. It's a long penalty kill, and we managed to kill it off. Good way to waste some of the period. Final few minutes. And we are going to hold them off and win 2 games on the road against the best team in the NHL. So we might be an underdog story in the making here. As Holwig from Wong and Sador, Helmer from Franzen and Patrick. That one actually, no, it wasn't the game winner, but it's still, that is a big goal though from center ice. My God. And then Clancy with the winner from Wong and DeSantis. So this team has been picking it up offensively, and we've been pretty good defensively in terms of Jaguar. So yeah, Jaguar gets second star behind Bjorkstrand, and then Helmer with that goal from center ice gets third star. Okay, so we are up 2-0 headed back home, which is huge. I don't know if we are going to take a 3-0 series lead, but we got to play good against this team like this. We can't just set back for a game, or else that top line could just all of a sudden come through and bang, bang, bang. Because like I was saying, Kozlov had over 160 points, I think it was this year. Or it was over 150 points. So yeah, let's get into game number 3. I know this episode's probably going quite quick. Hopefully we can kind of slow it down a bit. But yeah, let's see if we could take a 3-0 series lead. Considering now we have home ice advantage. First period, scoreless, okay, I'll take that. We are on the penalty kill though to start the second, but the shots are 10-6 for us in favor of us. Why did I just say that? 10-6 in favor of us. Second period, 1-0 us. Let's go. Mike Modano again, the hero from game 1. Yeah, game 1 was a huge win though, because right now we would have had a tie series if we didn't have that great comeback. So the shots are 18-17 in favor of the Jets, but we have a 1-0 lead. Can we lock this one down and take a 3-0 series lead on the President's Trophy winning team? I feel like we're being the cheese team right now. Yep, Sador makes it 2-0. I feel like we're acting as the cheese team. So to beat the cheese team, you got to become the cheese team is what I would say. Final 5 minutes, locking it down. Jaguar playing fantastic, and we are going to take a 3-0 stranglehold on the President's Trophy winning Winnipeg Jets. We just got to keep it up going into Game 4. I've seen teams come back from 3-0 series leads in this game, so don't want to have that happen. Modano from Drake and Attila, and Sidor from Pavelski and Ozolinsh. But our offense has been really good. Like, every single line has produced, I think, except for the fourth line. So Jaguar gets the shutout. He gets first star. Sidor the second star with 7 hits as well. Wow. And Modano the third star. And Mike Modano's been stepping up huge, considering he's like 37 years old now. So we're 7-2 so far in the playoffs. Let's see if we could win this series on home ice and somehow sweep a 109-point team. If that happens, that would be absolutely insane, but let's see what happens. We're going to go real-time simulation just to slow down this episode a bit because it's been under 10 minutes, and I don't want to take this too slow or too fast. Even though we do have to look at player stats still and see who we're up against in next round. But yeah, hopefully we can win this game. If not, hopefully we can win next game. Pretty even first period so far in terms of shots. And we're going to open the scoring, and it's our fourth line who has not scored yet, I think, at all. And it's going to be Ewan with that goal, who we acquired from the Rangers a few years back. Shots are 9-9 in favor of both teams. Second period underway. Can we keep playing good defensive hockey against this potent offensive team? Bjorkstrand's going to score again. I feel like Bjorkstrand scored almost all their goals in this series, which is pretty crazy. Because he's up to like 8 goals in the playoffs, but I think he's literally scored all their goals. DeSantis gives us back that lead with a 2-1 lead, and Wong with a big goal late in the period, 3-1 for us. Headed into the third period, we are a period away from going to the conference finals and upsetting 2 100-plus point teams, the best 2 teams in the league even. Shots are 19-18 in favor of the Jets. Let's lock this down, please, Jaguar, and ride into the sunset, please. Man, this team has definitely exceeded expectations here in the playoffs, but Kozlov's going to get on the board for the first time, I think, in the series. After he had, like, over a goal a game in the first round. Let's just lock it down. And we are going to head to the conference finals, sweeping the President's Trophy winning team. We are the cheese team now, officially. We have knocked out two of the best teams in the league, and we're off to the conference finals for the first time in quite a long time, I think. So Ewan with the goal, DeSantis with a goal, and Wong also with a goal. Wow, I'm really shocked that our team is actually able to get this far. Jaguar's been fantastic, and then our offense has been good when needed. So Wong gets first star, DeSantis the second star, and Jaguar the third. But we're off to the conference finals. The question is, who are we going to be going up against in the conference finals this year with that sweep? It's either going to be Sweden or Edmonton. I don't know who I would prefer because I don't know who's on each of those teams' rosters. And we're going to find out probably pretty soon. Yep, it's going to be Sweden, okay. So the Sweden Moose, I think I called them. They are 8-5 in the playoffs. We're 8-2 so far. This might be one of those series, though, that goes 7 games. Shots, or not shots, the heck. 12 points in 10 games for Wong. So our top line has been fantastic as well. Let's take a look at those playoff stats so far for our team, and then we'll see what the Sweden Super Swedes line looks like. And not the Super Swedes. The Super Swedes were in NHL 19. The Sweden Moose look like. So Wong, 12 points in 10 games. DeSantis, 11 points in 10 games. He's been a great acquisition. Isn't this his first year here? Yeah, he has. This is, so I think this was a great signing. Clancy's also got 9 points. He's a plus 11. So that top line, fantastic. The third line has been really good. The second line has been really quiet by comparison. Actually, no, the second line's been around the same, but the third line's been better than the second line, I think. And then Ozlunch and Pavelski have been great. Slager's been good. Our entire defense has actually been pretty solid. Everybody on the team has a point now in the playoffs except for Knights. And yeah, that fourth line is still the main cause of problems. In terms of our goaltending, Jaguar, absolutely an insane playoffs so far. 8-1-1 with 1 shutout and .935 save percentage and a 1.94 goals against average. So yeah, we are pretty much playing good on all cylinders. It's just our fourth line I'm kind of worried about in terms of that plus minus. But other than that, we've been pretty good. So let's take a look at what Sweden's lineup looks like. They just knocked out Edmonton. So one of us are going to be going to the Cup Finals against either Tampa Bay or Washington. Interesting. Let's see what Sweden looks like. I don't think they probably have any NHLers really on their team. Probably just a lot of EA-generated guys. So actually they do still have some good guys there. Actually they have a lot. So they have Jan Kalun, who was, I think, on Czech Republic to start this franchise mode, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So Jan Kalun, Peter Forsberg. I forgot about Peter Forsberg being there still. He's not been the same player as he was in real life, but he's still been pretty good. Nicholas Sundstrom, Marius Cherkowski, Marco Rossi. He must have been drafted by them, right? Yep. 14th overall. Patrick Eliash is there now, too. He started off in Anaheim. Jeff Sanderson, our former player. He was a former first liner a couple years ago for us. He actually played with Sweden before he came to us, and then he returned to Sweden. So that's kind of interesting. Doug Wade is also there, and Bobby Holig, so a veteran third line. Vatanen Nickerson and Fragapani, I think it's pronounced. That's an interesting lineup, though. A lot of veterans and some youth. Oh, yeah, they have Chris Pronger. I forgot about that. Pronger signed there in free agency a few years back. And he's been pretty good offensively and defensively. Actually, not that good defensively. Probably because of his time in Hartford, though. But him and Ronald Lowe, second pairing Sean Hill and Kenny Johnson, and then Glenn Wesley and Carson Amadio. So this is a pretty veteran-based team for the most part. And goalie-wise, they have Johan Hedberg and Frederick Norena. Okay. Scratch-wise, they got Ackerstrom, Reimer, and Cormier. So overall-wise, This team has some good pieces like Forsberg and then Eliash, a couple good second liners and third liners, and then Chris Pronger. And actually, their defense isn't horrendous either. So they're a pretty solid team for the most part. They don't really have that stud goaltender, but they are a pretty good team, and I could see why they're in the conference finals. So anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this episode of our Dallas Stars franchise mode. So in next episode, we will take it to the conference finals against the Sweden Moose as we look to get to the Stanley Cup finals against either Washington or Tampa Bay. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.